So to start this collar off, you're going to want to do your 2-strand double cow's hitch in the Golden Rod color. And when you put your double cow's hitch together, don't forget to put your O-ring on so you'll have a place to hook up your dog's tags and the leash too. The first color that I'm going to be adding is the chocolate brown, and I am using a paracord weaving needle, and I'm going to unbuckle the top buckle so I can loosen these cow's hitches up, because you're going to want to go through those cow's hitches. What you're going to do is you're going to take your needle and you're just going to go through these 2 cow's hitches just like that. If you don't have a needle to work with, you can push the cord through. It just takes a little bit of extra work, but it can be done. And you're going to pull this chocolate brown now to the middle of the cord. The next color that I'm going to be adding is the white, and I'm just going to go in the same spot that I did before through those cow's hitches, but I'm just going to be on top of that chocolate brown. Just like that, and you just pull it through the other side, and you're going to pull the white to the middle also. Now take that last golden rod that you have, and you're going to only go through these 2 stitches in the middle of the cow's hitch. So you're just going to go through those 2 just like that, and pull it through to the middle. The first thing you're going to want to do before we start weaving is make sure that your O-ring or your D-ring is all the way at the top. The way we're going to start the weave is you're going to take your golden rod that is on the right, that is coming out of the bottom part of your cow's hitches, and you're going to take your, I have mine wrapped up in a bundle, so you're going to take this bundle and you're going to go underneath the first cord, which is the cord that's on the right, and over the second cord, which is the cord that's on the left. So take your golden rod that's on the right, go underneath the first cord, up through the middle, and over the second cord. Now you're going to take your golden rod that's on the left, the one that's coming out of the cow's hitches at the bottom. You're going to go underneath the strand that you just worked, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go under the first cord, over the second cord. So you're going to go under the first cord, which is on the left, and over the second cord, which is on the right. I have some birds visiting me this morning. So you kind of got like a little triangle now. Now you're going to take your chocolate brown that's on the right side. You're going to go underneath all of your work and up through the middle of the 2 cords. So you're going to go underneath and up through the middle. Pull it up, and now you're going to go down through this loop that you just made, but make sure that you are on the right side of your chocolate brown. So you're just going to go down through that loop on the right side of the chocolate brown and pull it. Now take your chocolate brown on the left, and you're going to go underneath all your work. You're going to go up through the middle 2 cords, bring it up. And now you have that loop that you made. You're going to go down through that loop, but you're going to make sure that you're on the left side of the chocolate brown cord. So you're just going to go down just like that. So I had my golden rod, the first one that I worked with, and my chocolate brown. I had them wrapped up in bundles. I don't have my white and my golden rod on the top wrapped up in bundles because I have to push it through the O-ring. So take your white that's on the right side, and you're going to want to go through that O-ring. So you go back to front, through the O-ring, pull your cord through. Once you have your white through the ring, you're going to want to take your white and you're going to go around. You have these two horizontal goldenrod pieces in the middle. You're going to take your white and you're going to go around those pieces, but you're also going to go around the bottom of your O-ring. So just kind of like bunch them up together. It might be a little bit easier. And then you're going to come up the middle again, but you're going to be on the right side of your white cord. So you're going to take your white, you're going to go around the two horizontal pieces and the bottom of your ring, and then you're going to go up through the middle cords on the right side of your white. Now you're just going to do the same on the left, but the opposite way. So you're going to take your white on the left and you're just going to go through that O-ring. If you are using a D-ring, it's no different. Just make sure that that flat side is on the bottom part of the collar. Now you're going to take your white and you're going to go around these two horizontal goldenrod pieces and the bottom of your ring. So go around those pieces. You're going to take your white, and you're going to go up through the middle and to the left of your white that you're working with, and pull it through. Now you're going to take your golden rod that is on the right side at the top. You're going to do something very similar. You're going to go around the two horizontal goldenrod pieces and around the bottom part of your ring, but instead of coming out to the right, you're actually going to be coming out towards the left. So take your right side goldenrod, put it through your O-ring, go around the two horizontal pieces and the O-ring. Go up the middle, but now you're going to come out on the left side of your golden rod that you're working with. You're going to take your cord that's on the left, you're going to go over the cord that you just worked. So you're going to make like a crisscross or an X. You're going to go through your O-ring. Now you're going to go around the two horizontal pieces again and the O-ring, but you're just going to do it on the right side of the cord that you just worked. And that's what's going to cause a crisscross. So you want to take your cord, you want to go on the right side of your other cord. So this is the cord that you're working with, this is the cord that you worked with earlier, and you're just going to go around everything. And by this time, everything is pretty bundled up together, so it's a little bit easier. You just gotta make sure that you go on the right side of the cord that you worked. And you're going down through the middle and then back up through the middle. And here's where you formed that X. You have the cord underneath the cord that you just worked. So you have an X right there. You can pull everything tight now. This is what it looks like so far. So you can see that X is forming right there, and then you have the white right next to the golden rod. You have that chocolate brown right there, and then you have the golden rod on the bottom. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the white that is on both sides and the golden rod that is at the top of your work, and I'm actually going to push them through the O-ring, and then I'm going to bundle them up. You don't have to go around that O-ring anymore. You just have to push these cords through, and then I like to bundle them up because it's just so much easier for me. And now we're just going to start again. So I'm going to take the golden rod that's coming out of the bottom on the right side. I'm going to go under the first cord, up through the middle, and over the second cord. I'm going to take the cord that's on my right, I'm going to take the cord that's on the left now, I'm going to take the golden rod that is on my left, and I'm going to go underneath the cord that I just worked. Under the first cord, and then up through the middle and over the second cord. Next, I'm going to take the chocolate brown that is on my right side, and I'm going to take that bundle and I'm going to go underneath and then up through these two middle cords right there. So you come up, and now I'm going to go down through that loop that I just made to the right. Take the one on the left, go underneath, up through those two middle cords, and then down to the left. I'm going to take the white now, and now I'm going to go on top of everything, and I'm going to go around these two middle horizontal goldenrod cords. So I'm going to go down through the middle and then up through the middle to the right of my white cord. It's a lot easier now because you don't have the ring in the way. I'm going to do the same on the left, but the left side. So I'm going to go over those two horizontal pieces, down through the middle, and then up through the middle to the right of, the left of your white cord. I just kind of thought of a different way that we can do these two top cords to make it a little bit easier. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to crisscross them first. So I want my right side to be on the bottom of the crisscross. So I'm going to take my right and I'm going to go over to the left with it, and then take my left cord and go to the right. And now I'm going to take my golden rod that's on my right side that I just crossed over, and I'm just going to go over these two middle pieces, up and to the right, and then take the one that's on the left, go over these two pieces and to the left. And then you got that crisscross done. That's a lot easier than the way I was doing it in the beginning, and I'm sorry about that. I don't know why I started it like that, because I've done it this way before. Now you can just tighten everything up. So we're just going to start again. We're going to take the golden rod that's on your right side. You're going to go under that first cord, up through the middle, and over that second cord. You're going to take your other golden rod on the bottom, and you're going to go underneath the cord that you just worked. Underneath the first cord, up through the middle, over the second cord. Take your chocolate brown next, and you are going to go underneath your work, up through the middle, and then down that loop that you just made to the right. Take the one on the left, go underneath, go up through the middle, down through that loop to the left. Take your white now, you're going to go over, and then you're going to go down through the middle to the right side. So you just go around those two horizontal pieces, come out the right side. Take your left cord, your left white, and you're going to go over those two horizontal pieces, down the middle and up on the left side of your cord. Now we're going to crisscross. So we're going to take your cord, your top golden rod, that's going to go to the left, and then your left golden rod is going to go to the right. And now you can take your right golden rod and you can go over around those two middle pieces and then up to the right. Take your one on the left and go over, down the middle and around those two middle pieces and to the left, and now you can just tighten it up. So this is what it looks like so far. You can see the crisscross in the golden rod that's going through the middle. It might be look a little bit bulky up on this top, and that is because of the O-ring. Now you're going to want to do this pattern all the way down into the end, and I'm going to be working on that, and when I'm at the end I will show you guys how I do the tie off. So I am at the end of my collar and I took it off the jig, and now we're just going to weave in these ends and burn them, and I like to put the Gorilla Glue on as I've done in other videos, and I want to show you how to do all that. So what we're going to want to do first is we're going to weave in the two white, and then we're going to weave in the golden rod that's underneath the white. I am going to take my white on the right side, and now I'm going to just take my needle and I'm going to go underneath the cow's hitch and just pull it through to the back side of the collar. Do the same with the white on the left side. Next, you're going to take your golden rod that's on the left side, and you're going to go through this hole in between the cow's hitches. And you're going to just put your needle through that hole. And pull it through to the back. Now you're going to take your golden rod that's on your right side, and you're going to go over the cord that you just weaved in, and you're going to go to the left of that cord. So you're going to go on the left side, right in the middle like you just did of the two cow's hitches, and it is a little bit tight to get in there. And now you can tighten it up and kind of like massage it with your fingers to get it to go flat. And it should look something like this. The reason why you took that right cord and you went over the cord on the left is it keeps that crisscross going that you've had going up through the collar. It'll keep that going right to the very end. Now you're going to flip it over, and I like to tighten as much as I can. What I like to do is I like to work from the sides first and then do the middle pieces. So So I have the golden rod on this side and the chocolate brown, and you're going to want to cut those. You don't want to cut it like directly next to it. You want to leave some space. And if you left too much, and if you end up leaving too much space, that's fine. You can cut it down. But if you don't have enough space, you can't like reattach it. So just be aware that you want to make a little bit of space, because you're going to want to fluff them out. And then you're going to want to burn them and create a mushroom cap so it stays put. So when you burn it, so for me, I am going to be using my scissors as a metal piece to push those down once they're starting to burn. You can use a butter knife. I'm using my scissors because my scissors are metal. So you're just going to burn them lightly, and then take what you're using, whether it's a butter knife or something metal that's flat, because you want to make them flat. So they're nice and flat. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now I have my other side done, so I have my two sides done, and I'm going to do the middle ones. I'm going to start with the two white, and I am going to go maybe a ½ an inch up. I'm going to fluff them up and burn them, and then press on them. And now I'm going to do the same with the golden rod. Once you have all of that done, you can leave it like this. A lot of people that make paracord stuff will just do the burning part and they'll leave it alone. I like to put non-foaming Gorilla Glue on it. It's clear, it's waterproof, so if it gets wet, nothing's going to happen to it. And it just gives it a little bit more security. It does take between 6 to 12 hours, maybe a little bit longer to dry, depending on where you live and how humid it is. I live in Colorado. It's not very humid here. So this will be definitely dry by tonight. And what I like to do is just put some on the ends that I did just now. Kind of bring it up a little bit onto the sides where I melted the cord. It will be a little bit stiffer here, but I have never had anything come undone that I know of. So you're just going to want to come up on the sides where you melted the cord. You want to go on the opposite side, do that side too. Make sure that it's all right here on the middle cords that you melted. And it is extra security. I do this with all my leashes, all my collars, no matter what. Now you're just going to let this dry for as long as you want, and then you are done. Here's the collar all finished. It's all dried. I think it came out pretty nice. It's definitely awesome for fall, to me at least. I can show you what the inside looks like now that it's dried. It is a little bit shinier right there, but it's definitely stuck together, and I am very confident that it's not going to come apart. Like I said, I have not had anybody complain about the glue coming off or anything like that. I've had no complaints, so at least not to me. Also, for the first time, I used a metal buckle, quick release buckle, and I've used these with Biotheme, but I've never used them with Paracord before. It is a little bit heavier, but I think it looks pretty sharp with the O-ring matching it. And yeah, I'm really happy with this one, and I think it's perfect for fall or Thanksgiving time. If you are into, you know, dressing up your dog a little bit, this is, I think, a great idea. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope that you try and do this yourself. And until next time, be uniquely happy and take care.